Hi, I'm Philip Gadsden, Director of Seafood for Harris Teeter. In this video, our chefs are going to be preparing mussels and clams in foil with a currant fennel butter created with a Ruffino Pinot Grigio. For this recipe, we are using blue mussels and little neck clams from the Fisherman's Market at Harris Teeter. All of our blue mussels are dug by hand in the crystal clear waters of northern Maine and have a distinctive, rich, sweet taste like a blend of oysters and clams. Each of our little neck clams is produced on aquacultured farms in the Chesapeake Bay area of Virginia. Along with the blue mussels and little neck clams, top neck clams, mahogany clams, and green lip mussels are great alternatives for this recipe. This recipe also features a great wine, Ruffino Pinot Grigio. This Italian wine is filled with a hint of pear, green plums, and citrus flavor. It's not only an important ingredient for this recipe, but it's also a perfect complement for a perfect meal.
Hi, I'm Chef David, and I'm here to show you a great dish. It's mussels and clams in a currant fennel Pinot Grigio butter. I'm using the Ruffino Pinot Grigio today, and it is fabulous. I started off by pre-cleaning my clams and mussels prior to coming onto stage here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them into a Ziploc bag. This recipe is so easy to do, and you can start it any time of the night. You can do this recipe in an oven or on a grill. It's fabulous, and it can be just ready in minutes. I'm going to fill up the Ziploc bag with my clams and mussels, and be sure you check them to be sure none are already opened. If there are any opened clams or mussels, then just discard them. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my Ruffino Pinot Grigio, and I'm going to give the clams a drink. I'm going to take those clams, I'm going to seal the bag, and I'm going to mix them around, and I'm going to put them back into the refrigerator. Remember, you want to keep them nice and cool through this whole process until you're ready to cook them. Just give them a little bit of air after you mix them around because, once again, they are living, so they do like to breathe. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fennel and my currants and my parsley and put them into the Roboku and get them nice and chopped. 30 seconds, 15 seconds is enough. And then I'm going to add the butter to the top of it. And then I'm going to blend the 4 ingredients once again, just until they're blended. You don't want to soften that butter too much or else it will make it harder to get out of the dish. Then once again I'm going to bring my clams and mussels out of the refrigerator. Take my currant butter and pour it over the top. And I like to do this in the plastic bag rather than in the paper bag that you're going to see me using later because I like to get everything coated with that butter, and then I just move it around. Otherwise, not every mussel or not every clam might get full flavor of what you have going on. The Ruffino Pinot Grigio adds a great flavor to this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a regular sandwich baggie. I'm going to put it in the center of a sheet of aluminum foil. And I'm going to pour my mussels and clams into that bag. Try and get out as much of the butter and things as possible. Just wipe it all over inside the bag. That's fine. It's going to absorb all those flavors. Later on, you're going to tear that open and you're going to eat right off of it. I'm going to then fold the bag down and then take my aluminum. Don't make it too tight. Remember, once again, they're going to expand as they try and open them. If you press them down too tight, then they're not going to have breathing room and they're not going to be able to expand like they should. And then I'm just going to take the foil and fold it around on all sides so that none of your moisture gets out. If you fold it up on the corners, it won't bleed out into your grill or into your oven. So I just fold up the corners a little bit on the bottom side, and there we go. Now that it's all folded up and everything's tightly wrapped, not too tightly though, let it breathe, remember there needs to be some space in it, we are going to take this and put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Well, doesn't this kitchen just smell great? This Ruffino Pinot Grigio with these mussels and clams just have this kitchen smelling wonderful. Once again, you can see, after I've pulled these clams and mussels out of the oven, the foil pouch is now puffed up. The steam within the clams and inside the bag has done that. I'm going to take a kitchen shear, and I'm just going to cut the top of this off, revealing the bag underneath. Remember, the steam coming out is going to be hot, so be careful of your fingers. And then I'm going to unfold the bag, and as you can see that steam coming out, it is just wonderful. Now either we can tear this down and eat it in a picnic style at the table, or you can present it on a plate to your whole family. And doesn't that just look wonderful? And smells even better. So once again, it's mussels and clams in a currant fennel Pinot Grigio butter. Enjoy.